Hi there, this is your teacher, Mr. Pischke for algebra. I just wanted to give you some things to think about as you're going through this first section for your course this year. First of all, I strongly recommend that you take notes as you're doing these things because you can use these notes when you get to the next assignment. And you can, if you want to, you can even use the notes on the test, I suppose. You know, the more you can internalize and memorize things, the better. And you get out of this course what you put into it. So if you can not have to use your notes on that stuff, that's great. But take good notes and then review those notes and practice with the notes, and then hopefully it's learned. Make sure, so this video is embedded on your screen, make sure you scroll down all the way when you click on a new lesson, because sometimes if you just see what's on the top part of the page, you miss more of the lesson down below. And then also notice sometimes on like the central part of the screen where they're typing or have examples or videos, oftentimes there's tabs off of that, like just above it, example 1, example 2, example 3, things like that. So it's not the most obvious thing to see, so heads up for that. For pretty much every lesson, I plan to have links for extra videos. So if you get through what they've established for you, if that doesn't make sense, then the parts or the topics from your notes that don't make sense, then go back and watch a video. It's either myself or another colleague of mine that has made a video on that specific topic from the section. And then I'll also sometimes be adding extra practice, which you don't have to do. But if I were in your shoes, sometimes some of these lessons I don't think would give me enough practice to feel like I'm mastering the topic or maybe even understanding the topic on a baseline level. So I'll attach a PDF. I think usually it'll be a PDF for extra practice. I'll have answers like at the bottom of the page or on the side of the page. As a student, when I was in your shoes trying to learn, I really wanted to know if I was doing things correctly or not. So you'll often see at least half or all the answers on the side or on the bottom or at the last page of the PDF. So always look for that. And when you're doing, I would do number 1, check the answer, make sure it's right. Do number 2, check the answer, make sure it's right. And then once I start feeling more confident, then maybe I might do 5 and then check those answers. But you do that how you feel you want to do it. Again, that's optional stuff. But if you're struggling in this class, and you can submit to me that you're doing this practice and you're showing your work, and so you're putting in a ton of effort, but grade-wise it's not working out, many teachers, including myself, will take that into consideration at the end of the semester. But make sure you hold on to all of that stuff. And then, so speaking of maybe struggling, so say you're doing a section, you've done all the stuff that's kind of like canned within Buzz, their lesson. You've realized that you're not getting it. You've listened to the notes, and you've tried as much practice as you can. You know, if you're not really getting something, you shouldn't do the entire assignment because then the skills that you're working on aren't the right skills, and so maybe you're internalizing things that aren't the way to do it, and then it's going to take more to undo that. So when you realize you're stuck, but you put in a good effort listening to their stuff, listening to the extra videos, then get a hold of me ASAP, please. So it's important that you ask a good question so I can understand exactly what you're stuck on as well as you can, which sometimes it's hard to ask stuff that you're stuck on. But what you can do is take a picture of like the math that you're doing and say, I'm stuck here, or should I do this or that? And you can take a picture of that, you can take a video of it, and email it to me, or you can just email me, can you explain this part? And if you email me, I can see if this makes sense, that if I can respond to you either in an email, or I can take the picture that you send me and I can mark it up, or I can make a video showing you the next step of where you're stuck. And then if it works, I haven't posted official office hours yet. I'm still trying to just figure out That's perfect timing. I'm trying to figure out when students need the most help, like what time of the day. And then I'm also a parent, and so there's certain hours of the day that I can't live Zoom with you, but I will be working on figuring out times and ways that we can live Zoom as well. Then we can, you know, talk back and forth live in person, which is ideal, but these other ways of submitting a picture and me marking it up or making you a quick video. I asked you not to do this. We can set up a live Zoom too, if and when needed. All right, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, just make sure you scroll down all the time, take good notes, click on the extra video links that I have at the start of each section if things aren't making sense, which honestly, I feel like some of the lessons go pretty fast and don't provide enough practice. So those video links are there for a reason. You can wave goodbye in a second. And then, yeah, I'm here as a resource, so please reach out to me via email, and then we'll figure out how to get you help if you need help. All right? Goodbye from Mr. Pischke. That is my hand waving in the screen. Go ahead and wave again, my hand. All right. Goodbye. We'll be in touch. Goodbye.